Welcome to the Women Inspire Aspire podcast. In this episode, I talked to Vihaasini Selvakumar about dance teaching. Hi, Vihaasini. Thank you for accepting my invite to appear in the podcast. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm great, Venkat.
Could you tell us a bit about yourself?
Myself, I'm Vihasini from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. I'm a Bharatanatyam dancer and a teacher, currently working in regulatory affairs, practicing music and dance since my childhood. So, this is all about me as of now.
Okay, let's talk about your journey from Coimbatore to Pune. How did that happen?
More than my mother, I was with my grandparents. They had a great influence in my life. I started my schooling in Amrita Vidyalayam, which is in Ettimadai. It is a school which gives us cultural heritage knowledge about them. So from childhood, I've always been introduced in Ramayana, Mahabharata. My school introduced me into classical music and as well as classical dance. I was dancing all the time. My mother thought, okay, let's put her to a dance course. Dance has always inspired me, creativity, the movement. When I was 9 years old, I got a guru. I finished my Arangetram under her. My guru also gave me the literary evidences. So that inspired me so much. After my schooling, I got many stages to practice dance. And after my schooling, I did my bachelor's in biomedical engineering, that also in Coimbatore. When I was in the first year college, I completed my Arangetram, spending all these times about 21 years of my journey in Coimbatore. Traveled Hyderabad, Mumbai, Bangalore. Regulatory came into my mind, and I was really fascinated by regulatory affairs. That was the opening stage for my another career. So I came to Pune all the way just to explore how much it is because I've never been far from home. After coming to Pune, I was not getting much chances to work with dance programs. I was always traveling. I used to go to home only for 1 week. So I was feeling very down, obviously, because I was not practicing. I was not doing anything apart from my career. Because of that, and as well as my mother went through a major life threatening condition. So she went through that and she was saved. She's good now. But that also made me think life is so short and I should not waste a minute. There are so much things I need to achieve, so much things I need to explore, to experience. So I thought, let's start a dance class in Pune. So the dance class name is Navarasa Natyalaya. We have now two branches in Pune. We are having now 28 students. We just started last year, December 25th. It really gives me the satisfaction. And when you spread that art which you have learned, one other way, I'm making an impact in somebody else's life. My teachers and my school, my guru, they made an impact within me. And I got recently married. This is what the whole gist of my life that is happening as of now.
That's great. That's wonderful. Now, let us talk about some of your teaching experiences. I mean, when you are teaching the students,
Yeah.
what are your experiences and what kind of challenges do you face when you teach dance to the students?
It's a urban area, but still I feel the knowledge of Bharatanatyam or what it is about and what is the classical dances of India, the awareness is not yet spread. So basically, for classical dances, we never do a demo session. But when I came to Pune for the first time, I was made to do a demo session. In a demo session, we can never say this is what the dance is. I can never show do a 2 minutes performance and show this is Bharatanatyam. Art cannot be put like that, right? Basically, we need to understand the art. We take years to understand the art, the nuances of it. So we cannot take a demo session. None of the people understood the demos, what is Bharatanatyam. So I started with what is art and how it should be pursued. So what is classical dances of India? This is our culture and this is how it works. So these are the things which I faced when I was speaking with the parents. If they understand, they will put their children into our classes because they should not think it is just for a time pass. It was difficult to make them to understand what it is. It was difficult times. When I think about my students, the kids are very smart and very enthusiastic and excited. Once they understand what it is about, even if we say it in a theory way or even if we give a fun activity, that really inspires them. So they take that step of practicing as well as understand it in a higher level, not just a practice. So I'm really blessed to get such students. We study adavus for 2 years, 3 years. Tattadavu, Nattadavu itself we learn for a longer time. But they want something new each and every day. That is a bit challenging as well. The way of expressing, understanding what the adavu is, what the movement is, how you should do, the alignments, they won't understand. By orally saying, stand like this, sit like this, they cannot understand. So instead, I make them see the dances, how it should be, how you should sit in Armandi. They learn by seeing itself. If we persuade them, it won't work. So these are the things which I experienced, Venkat.
Now,
Yeah.
let's talk about your regulatory work.
So regulatory affairs, all the medical devices, if it needs to be introduced in particular markets, example, if it is need to be sent into a US or Europe or India, every country has its own regulatory body. Every medical device which is coming into a market needs to get approved by the regulatory body. So that's what I work on. We get approval for each and every product so that they can be used in the certain markets. When we take food, we have FSSI, FDA we have for medical devices, even electrical products. So, in order to maintain the quality and safety and effectiveness of the people, we are working in a regulatory field.
Okay, wonderful. So let's talk a bit about
Okay.
the societal issues that you care about. What are the
Okay.
things that are bothering you in the society, and how would you solve them, in your opinion?
Everywhere there is so much discrimination, so much prejudice that is really making a very great impact in everybody's life. So, if I have infinite power, I just want that discrimination out.
That's a great thought. Putting ourselves in circles, small
Yeah,
circles.
yes,
So the
yeah,
small circles could be of caste or language or
yeah,
class or economic status, whatever it is. So
yes,
we put
yeah,
ourselves in small circles, and then whoever is outside the circle, we treat them differently. So that's a great
yes.
thought. So you want to address that? That's great. Tell us about your hobbies and interests, Vihasini, apart from your dance teaching and regulatory work.
So basically, I love traveling. Currently I'm in Pune. So I've visited much historical places. And also, right from my childhood, I used to visit many temples. So temples fascinate me. I said I have an interest in history, right? And myself and my husband went on many trekkings as well. One other thing is reading books. So that has been always there as an hobby since my childhood. And yeah, I love to hear podcast and audiobooks. So these are some of the hobbies.
Fantastic. So I'm quite happy that you listen to podcasts and now you are in a podcast. That's fantastic.
Yes, yeah,
When we talk about temples, you said that you are
yeah,
interested in history and all that.
yeah.
When you think about temples, are you interested in the architecture of the temple or the spiritual aspect of the temple?
I would say both. Everything fascinates me, from the architecture to sculptures and the writings in the temples to the main Garbhagriha and the deity. So the place fascinates me. Feeling that peace and calmness within yourself and surrounded by marvelous sculptures like those people who are in ancient time, we don't know what like technology they were having.
Okay, great. Let's move on and talk about your name, Vihasini. What does it mean?
So Vihasini is actually a term from Lalita Sahasranamam. It's a goddess name. Vihasini means joy, cheerful.
That's fantastic. Do
Yeah.
you have any questions for me?
So I would like to know about the authoring aspect. What inspires you to author a book?
Yeah, what moves me and inspires me is the urge to write about something. And right now, most of my topics circles around climate change and climate action. So I see a
Okay.
lot of opportunities around that area to write about the actions that we can take on an individual basis by each one of us. And that's what make me inspired to come and write every day.
All the best, Venkat.
Great. So thank you so much for spending time with us in the podcast. I wish you all the best in the dance as well as your regulatory work and also the other aspects of your life. Take care and have a nice Diwali and bye bye.
Yeah, thank you so much, Venkat. Thank you so much. Happy Diwali for you too. All the best.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
That was a great podcast with Vihaasini Selvakumar. Please subscribe to this channel and follow it for more awesome podcasts. Opinions expressed by the guests in this podcast are their own. The host or the sponsors of the podcast do not condone the opinions expressed by the guests or the actions arising out of those opinions. Any decisions or actions that the listeners might take as a result of listening to this podcast must be based on their own judgment and will be at their own risk. The podcast host or their sponsors will not be held responsible for the consequences of any actions and or decisions taken as a result of any content in this podcast.